Hey guys, welcome to my channel and this is Ruhi. Guys, today's video is very interesting because we'll be discussing about traits that are very dangerous. And if you find any of these traits in any of your friends or relatives' handwriting, I would suggest you to stay away from that person and never trust that person. So this video is a very interesting video and I would like to share that I will be discussing about lying, backstabbing, and one more characteristic that is there in a handwriting that is a very big red flag, and that is called as a stinger. So if you find these three traits of handwriting in any of your close person or any of your colleague or anyone, so I would recommend you to stay away from that person and be safe around them. Okay, and do not tell them that I told you all this. Just keep it with you, and you know it that that person is not trustworthy. So the first trait that we are going to discuss here is about lying. So how can we find out that a person is a liar via their handwriting? So the worst case scenario is the letter O that is shown in the picture to you. This O belongs to a pathological liar, guys. Guys, if you don't know who a pathological liar is, a pathological liar is a person who lies in any situation, anytime. Actually, that person is a habitual liar. He will make up stories and is basically not trustworthy. He probably does not even know what the real truth is. Luckily, there are not many traits found in any of the multiple handwritings. But yes, there are people who have this trait and they are pathological liar. And if you find any person with this trait, I would suggest you to please stay away from that person and never trust that person. The letter O is also called as a communication letter. This trait and on other levels of communication are shown in the lowercase o. You can also see the traits of O. There are many other traits that letter O shares. Those are of secretiveness, self-deceit, talkativeness, and frankness. The lying loops that is called is a combination of a large secretive loop and a large self-deceit loop. So this O letter that has the lying trait in it, it is a combination of a secretive loop and a self-deceit loop. So they both combine together. So what happens is that this person is deceiving not only himself but is also deceiving others who are around him. Okay, and this person is none other than a pathological liar. Hey guys, the next trait that we are going to discuss is very important, because you guys, it can be helpful for people who are in a relationship or a toxic relationship. And if you are, then you should check their handwriting. And if you find this trait, mind you, if this thing comes up, it's a very big red flag. So guys, this trait is going to be about dual personality. It is also called as instability or emotional instability and dual personality. These two traits can be seen in people having this kind of handwriting that is shown to you in the picture. Dual personality is shown in handwriting by an obvious slant variation. So guys, if you don't know, we have one slant. So either people write a rightward slant, a leftward slant, or they write upright. So they can't be a rightward and a leftward slant together in most of the handwritings. But yes, there are small number of people who have this weird variation of leftward and rightward slant, that too in the same sentence. This person has trouble making emotional decisions because of these varied emotional influences. When a stressful situation arises, they will withdraw themselves into an introverted personality. There is a fundamental duality within the psyche that creates unpredictable emotional responses. Some people just call this person moody. But guys, mind you, there is more than a mood swings person, okay? The actual biological synaptic response in the brain function, there are two different parts. That means you can imagine having two separate biological responses for the same situation, and it can be very, very unpredictable sometimes. Since most people consistently use primarily one emotional outlay, it is also considered the variable of the slant. That is, if the person is writing this way that I showed you in the picture, they become very, very unpredictable. Dating a dual personality has its advantages and its disadvantages. Usually, they are the nicest personality. When they are in the nice personality, they'll be extra sweet, they'll be kind, they'll be generous, they'll be fun loving, entertaining, and this is the person you want, right? But it is not it. When they come out of that personality, they can be very, very dangerous. So there are two dispositions: a complete sweetheart versus inconsiderate, selfish, childish, and annoying person. A nice gentleman versus a loudmouth, aggressive, violent person. So this is the way that I'm trying to explain you. So one time they'll be this very, very sweet person, and the next time they'll be a very, very, very bad person. So they have this kind of emotional instability. As I explained you, these people have two responses for every emotional outlay. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This type of a person has some aspects that are totally pleasant and enjoyable, okay? But remember that you must consider the entire package when you are getting into a relationship with such a person. Because yes, if you get their good vibes, their sweet vibes, their helpful vibes, and it comes in a package, you will also have to deal with their very, very bad behavior, very, very bad side of their personality. So yes, if you are dating a person that has dual personality or emotional instability in their handwriting, so mind you, it will be very, very tough. So think twice before getting into a relationship with such people. Guys, the next trait that we are going to talk about is the Felon's Claw. Felon's Claw is a trait that is very, very dangerous, and guys, personally speaking, I have experienced people with this trait, okay? And this is a reality. These people are not at all trustworthy, and we should stay away from such people. Never believe even a single thing that they say. So let us find out what is a Felon's Claw and how the psychology of the person having a Felon's Claw is developed, okay? So a Felon's Claw is a smooth curve formation that is seen in letters A and G. Sometimes in other letters also it is seen, okay? Moving from right to left and forming a shape curve that begins to look like the claw of an animal. The higher the arc in the claw, the stronger the intention and the drive to hurt and cheat others without any reason. So the Felon's Claw in handwriting is a reflection of, guys, two things, okay? The writer's deep belief that the subconscious level that he has been wronged in life. So guys, they believe that some way or the other people were not good to them, they were wronged in life, they did not deserve the life that they had in the past, okay? Or his decision to take revenge for those setbacks. So whatever people who wronged him or they didn't deserve whatever, so now when they have grown up, people with these Felon's Claw, they want to seek revenge from people who are doing this. But the way of seeking revenge from the people is very different, okay? The target of the people need not necessarily be those responsible for ill treating them, because as we believe, if someone has done something to someone, so we'll believe that yes, now I'll take revenge, I'll also tell him or do something to him. But it's not that simple. Sometimes the writer with the Felon's Claw also ends up biting those people who are nice to them. So this is a twist that these people have. Additionally, a writer with the Felon's Claw in the handwriting also has the tendency to hurt and punish themselves, especially when they are doing good in life. This happens because the writer believes that they are a worthless person who does not deserve anything good in life. So guys, what happens is that if they are also doing anything good in their life, they subconsciously they start believing that actually they don't deserve all this, and they start punishing themselves also. In order to ensure some amount of punishment comes his way, he will do things like they'll lie, they'll gossip, they'll spread rumors about people, which will ultimately force them to retaliate against themselves only. So why they do all these things? So that they themselves feel that yes, they are a bad person, and this is a weird way of trying to punish themselves only. Okay, now we'll understand the psychology, why it happens to them. The psychology or the psychological theory is that when this person was growing up, he was made to feel inferior. Now that that person is an adult, he firmly believes this. Okay, when someone treats him nice, he does not want to feel, and he feels to himself that he does not deserve the nice behavior, and they will try to hurt you and then prove you in some or the other way that he is an inadequate, hateful person. So all these things start from the childhood. The whole problem with the people who write this formation is that they are generally very impressive at the first time when you meet them. They'll be like the nicest person you have ever seen. They'll be very, very good at communication. They'll be very smiley. Personally, I also have seen such people. At the first glance, they seem to be the nicest person, the most caring person. And then when upon the initial interaction, they seem very friendly, harmless. They operate with an ulterior motive. And why they do this? Why they behave in a good behavior? So that they can trust us, so that we believe them and we win their trust, and then cheat us later on when we are in the vulnerable way. They try to cheat us. Okay, so this is the behavior. Now talking about these people with the Felons Claw, how is the relationship? The relationship is very, very impulsive, we can say. These people are not very trustworthy, and these people do not have a very healthy relationship. They are actually the most difficult people to be handled in a relationship. Okay guys, so guys, this was my whole video on 3 different harmful or the most dangerous traits that we can find in anybody's handwriting. Guys, one more request: if you have any of your close friends or relatives or any of your acquaintances who have this trait, please, it's a request from my side, do not hate on them, because yes, they might have gone through a psychological trauma in their childhood or whatever, that they have developed these traits. So please do not hate on anyone. Yes, if you want to help such people, you can suggest them to get help from a psychiatrist or a graphotherapist, so that they can develop a proper healthy way of their psychology and their handwriting. Guys, if you like this video, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Do not forget to watch my shorts that I post almost every day. And guys, we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.